Hey guys, welcome back. This pick a card is a yes or no. So, if you have any specific questions or general questions that you're interested in or that you want to ask the tarot, then feel free to do so. That's what this reading is for. We have 4 piles here, as usual. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Feel free to take a second to pause this video if you need extra time to meditate on which of these options you feel the most drawn to for your answer. And then once you've decided, you can fast forward to the timestamp in the description box below. As always, thanks for watching, and without further ado, we will get started with pile 1. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading. For all of you who chose the Aquamarine, let's get into these cards and see whether it's a yes or a no. Alright, we have the Moon, the 5 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, pile 1, I think this is a yes. We have the Moon starting off this reading, which represents the unknown, mysteries regarding this decision that you're making or whatever it is that you want the answer to. This seems like something that might be scary to you or, again, seemingly unknown, right? You might also have some fears about making this decision or saying yes to it. Yeah, the main thing that I get from this is that you guys have some kind of anticipation or even anxiety out of the fear or like unknown of whatever this is. You might be envisioning how it could go wrong, or yeah, just kind of scared about something bad happening, or yeah, just how this would go wrong. But I think the outcome of this, or how it would really play out for you, is still unknown and yet to be decided, but it is definitely something much more positive than the way that you might be afraid of for how this would play out, or regarding this decision. This could be something that appears in the form or resembles a situation that you've previously been in where you got screwed or where you lost something, right? Or you lost out. But that is just a guise. This is something completely new because we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, and it will take you somewhere where you haven't been before, or it will teach you something new. So I see whatever this is as valuable enough to warrant a yes, okay? And that's the thing about this pile. It seems, looking at the Moon in these first cards, like it could be a no because there is that kind of anxiety that the Moon card can bring, or it brings up, because it reveals things, it brings things to the surface that we might feel uncomfortable about. So this decision is likely getting you or forcing you to confront feelings that you have suppressed or that you haven't dealt with, and I predict that that's from a past situation that left you feeling scarred or where you lost out in some way, especially financially, okay? But yeah, this is something completely new, and I think it would actually benefit you because of the Ace of Pentacles. It seems like a good opportunity. Or at least something that, because you haven't done it before, it could be worth you finding out. But I see this as really a situation that you're trying to decide between, and And I do see it playing out in a way that you don't expect or that you can't foresee yet. And it actually producing a good result or just having a better outcome than you might expect. Okay. So let's pull some more cards. What type of situation is this? Is there any guidance for pile 1? Okay, we have New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. The bottom of the deck we have Full Moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. And then we also have Waning Moon, what do you need to release? Yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand with what I was talking about, where I think this situation or this decision is getting you to confront some past feelings or emotions that you haven't dealt with or that might need to be released. And that's not a bad thing. The thing is that if anything, this is an opportunity for you guys to learn and to see where you messed up in the past and just not repeat that again. But trust me, this decision, I think it's a yes, and that it will play out much better than you think it will. We do have a win-win outcome as forecast, so either way you guys are going to learn something. I don't think you are going to lose anything else or be left feeling any kind of regret, because again we have these new cards. We have an ace and a page, so it represents a new start and something that you haven't encountered yet before, even though it might appear in the guise of something that seems unknown to you, or yeah, there again just could be some nervous energy surrounding this and how this appears to you. Okay, let's keep going. Just to kind of see if there's any other information or context that I can get for this. What kind of situation is this? What sort of decision is it that pile 1 has to make? Kind of decision. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Okay, we have accepting challenges, trust your inner resources. I feel like this seems more difficult than it actually is, this decision, or what you're having to decide between, whether you should go for it or not. And we also have silencing the mind. Let silence guide you to your inner peace. So we have inner peace, inner resources. So there's a focus here on the internal mind. And you guys, we have an ambulance. Yeah, there's definitely a need for you guys to quiet your mind and to not let those distractions stress you out, okay? It could be a false alarm that you guys are getting from this or having to make this decision, or there's something that's kind of psyching you out about it. And I think again that's from fears that of things that you dealt with in the past. You guys either getting previously hurt by someone or cheated out of money, time, losing something. But yeah, you guys, there's a message here for you to let go, to release, to not focus on what external messages or signals there are that are pressuring you, and to really just trust yourself. So let's get you guys just a few more cards. Is there any last info on this decision and why it should be a yes? Okay, so you have dreams and transparency. So this dreams card is always symbolic, asking you to pay attention to whatever lessons or messages are coming up in your dreams, and how this decision, is how it's affecting your dreams. Do you notice that you are having stressful dreams when you are thinking about this decision, or do you have dreams that end up having like a good outcome, a bad outcome? What is your intuition telling you? Okay, because at the end of the day, this is just a reading, and you need to be honest with yourself about what feels right, what is the best move to make. You don't have to take my advice. This is about you guys making the decision for yourself, and that needs to happen because, again, this is about trust and you guys learning to move past this and let go of certain challenges, certain emotions that this is bringing up for you, okay? So overall, I would say this decision looks like a yes. It might seem more scary or intimidating than it actually is. There could be some challenging or just challenging emotions that this is making you confront, especially about past situations that could resemble this. But again, this is something completely new, and I think it's going to turn out a lot better for you than you actually expect, or than how you could conceive it to be, all right? Because the moon, also, this is the unknown. This is something that has yet to reveal itself. So I would say for now, a yes does look like a safe move. And either way, we do have a win-win for outcome forecast for you guys. So yeah, I will leave this pile here for now. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Good luck with your decision, and I will see you guys later. Hey, pile 2, welcome to your reading. For all of you who chose the Garnet, let's get into your cards and see if this is a yes or a no. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Alright, so I think this is a no. Well, actually, there's two different ways this could play out, so I don't really want to say if this is a yes or a no, which I know isn't the answer you guys were looking for. But let me explain. We have two aces here, so there's sort of two options that you guys are juggling. There's one that seems more obvious and like the attractive choice, the Ace of Cups. And this, I feel like this could be two different people or offers that you guys are choosing between. So yeah, we have the more attractive Ace of Cups offer. This could be from someone who is attractive or who is, trying to sell you an idea or make an offer to you, or some kind of business deal that, or like relationship that seems almost too good to be true, or kind of unexpected but very promising. And then we have this other choice, which is the Ace of Swords, and this seems to be the more steady, stable, reliable option, or something that is more foreseeable, or that you can envision, right? That seems predictable. So this is sort of a yes and a no pile, because I think it's really just about communication and you guys knowing what you're signing up for with both of these decisions or options that are presented before you. And again, I feel like the first one isn't really genuine. It seems like it is, but because we have the Seven of Swords, this could leave you guys with more swords than you signed up for, or sort of leave you holding more of the bag than you thought you would. Essentially, you guys getting more than you bargained for, but not necessarily in a good way, right? Whereas this other option would leave you perhaps with like the same amount that you have now, or perhaps a little more, especially if this has to do with money, both of these choices or offers. I think the Ace of Swords option, though, that seems perhaps more boring, would more likely provide you, though, with a guaranteed outcome of success or of some kind of gain, even if this takes longer to earn or if this involves more effort on your part. So yeah, I think it's really just how you see these situations. I mean, this isn't life or death. I think both of these decisions or offers, again, will provide you with two different, very different things. But I think the cards are saying that this other option that you've had on the back burner, or that is the reliable thing that you can fall back on, seems like the better option for the long term, because at least there's some guarantee of these pentacles, whereas the Ace of Cups option, you're gonna be you might be swindled, or just it might not be what you think it is. I mean, you could gain something else, but it might not be quite what you think you're signing up for. So just remember that. Let's pull you guys some more cards and see specifically what does this decision entail. Is there any advice we can get for pile 2? Okay, so we have a time to give rather than take. I think this card actually came out for the last pile as well. New Moon in Virgo. So this is earth energy. This is about steadiness, seeing where your time and effort will best be spent, how you can give back. The advice, a time to give rather than take, to me, I think, requires that you give this more thought, perhaps. Because again, I don't really see any option as the right or wrong decision. I think it will come down to really just what you're looking for, but also knowing that you put in the thought and that whatever decision you make, you feel confident in, and that you know exactly what you're signing up for. So yeah, I think with this card, it's just asking you guys to give this more time and deliberation. Okay, full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay, so you might not have actually all the info that you need yet. This kind of goes hand in hand with that card, because you guys should probably give this more time. Let these two people or these two offers kind of settle down and see which one in a few weeks, a few months, still seems just as reliable or just as attractive as it was or as it is to you now, if that makes sense. But I like seeing the full moon in Gemini because it always means that there's more information that will come out about this, or that you need to be aware of before making this decision, okay? Because I feel like, not that this is life or death or that there's a lot of at stake here, but I mean, the worst that could happen is just that you get your time wasted, or that you get swindled out of some money or energy of yours. So there's that. But if this is something more serious, as in a relationship that you guys are trying to decide upon, and you are choosing or having to choose between two different people, then yeah, this could require some more time on your part in consideration before you choose, just to know what you're in for. But again, I don't really see any option as like a bad option. I think both of these seem promising, right? But yeah, it's just up to you guys to make that decision and have all the information so that you'll be prepared to choose wisely. Okay, let's pull you guys some oracle cards. Is there any info on what decision pile 2 should make? Any advice for pile 2? Ooh, okay, so we have time to play, make time to dance and play. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have live in the moment. What you are looking for is with you. Let's get one more card. Okay, so we have deal with the unexpected, treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Yeah, okay, the time to dance and play card, that makes me think that this decision, it's more lighthearted. It's not something that is very serious. Although, again, this could be something that ends up asking a lot of you in the long term. Like if this involves some kind of commitments, things that are being promised to you, and something that you're investing in, then yeah, you guys should be aware of what you're signing up for again, right? But we also have these cards. What you're looking for is with you, and treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. So going back to this full moon in Gemini, there are some answers that come up that are unexpected, or something that you didn't expect. It could also be an offering, or sorry, a blessing in disguise. That's the thing about both of these options, because I'm not getting the feeling like one is right or wrong. It's really just about whether you guys are okay with knowing what you're signing up for, and if you're fine with being surprised, or rather if you feel safe to choose the more predictable or reliable option as opposed to the option that seems like it might yield greater rewards, or that seems more attractive but also unsteady or unreliable. Okay, this could also be having you guys sorry, this could also be you guys having to decide between a short-term option and a long-term option. And either way, I think the answer for this reading is just that you guys should wait before deciding. Not that any decision is right or wrong, but just that you should wait before. And that both of these options do genuinely have something to offer you, but it's really just between whether you want a guarantee or not. So yeah, there could be some risk involved with this first option. But yeah, let's pull you guys a few more cards. Pile 2. What kind of decision should they make? Okay, we have divination and visions. Honestly, this is just saying to follow your gut. So if you do feel called to make a decision that is unexpected or sort of, spontaneous here, then totally do it. It's really just how this feels to you. And it's the right decision. If you have given this deep consideration, you know what you're looking for, whether it's something that is unknown or that seems certain to you, then totally go for it. I'm also seeing that you guys are going to get guidance in your dreams or from messages in your life. It could be little signs like that you see out in nature, or even as you go throughout your day that will also guide you. That's what I'm seeing with the visions and the divination cards. And that will also help you guys decide. I think you're just not meant to make that decision as of now because you don't have all the answers yet, or because you don't know what you're looking for yet. But in time, you will feel guided more confidently in one direction or the other to make this choice. It will feel right. I think you guys just need more time. So yeah, I will leave this pile here for now. I hope it was helpful. It might not have been what you expected, but I do think that some of these messages you needed to hear at this time. So yeah, if you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey, pile 3, welcome to your reading. For all of you who chose the gorgeous Topaz, let's see what these cards have to say. Is it a yes or a no? We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the Page, and the 9 of Pentacles. So, I think that this is a yes for you guys. I have a feeling like this decision involves taking on some new responsibility, some extra job, or commitment. I also think that you have probably a lot of stuff on your plate right now, pile 3, but whatever this is, I think you would only increase these pentacles, because we go from the 8 and then we end at the 9 of Pentacles. So I think the question is really just whether you want to put in that extra effort. And if this is a no for you guys, that is totally understandable. It does seem like, again, you have your hands tied, or that you are busy with a lot of things at the moment. But I think whatever this is, if you do say yes to it, will reap fruitful rewards for you in the future. Possibly, this might take a long time to do, and that's also what could be deterring you from committing to this or making this investment. But ultimately, I think you would be happier for making it, because we do also have the Sun card, or sorry, just the Sun, the butterfly in this image, which talk about prosperity, happiness, abundance again, right? So I think you guys are in a pretty good spot to make this decision at this moment. You have all the answers, or not answers, but you have all the information that you need to make this decision. Yeah, I think these cards are definitely supporting you in saying yes. Because just look at all the pentacles that we have, all the wealth, right? This is definitely a new venture with the Page of Pentacles. I'm not sure whether this is something new that you guys haven't tried before or not, but this is something that would definitely add to your achievements or your accomplishments here. This is something that you could hang on your tree of medals, or things that you've done. So this could be an experience too, that you're considering undergoing, right? Or a new job, or some kind of adventure, business venture. Whatever it is, though, will only help better you and improve your finances and your abundance. So yeah, I think this is a definite yes. Let's get you guys some more cards. Let's see, do we have any advice for pile 3 about this decision? Pile 3, is it a yes or no? Okay, nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So you guys have some time to make this decision. You don't have to make it straight away. And it's the type of thing where you can always, like, you can decide if you don't want to do it. You don't have to just make this black and white decision, like, yes, I'm going to go all in and commit to it. You have some wiggle room. That's what I see with the mutable moon. So I have a few. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins, a time for healing. And what do you need to release? Waning moon. So it could also be that in order to take on this new project, whatever this is, this endeavor, right, that you would need to release other stuff or sort of declutter or organize your mental space. It could also be that before you can make this next step, you do need to revisit some things that you still have yet to heal. I think also what this could be, this could help you heal as well by saying yes to this. I think that's actually a strong message for you guys. And then the new moon in Libra, of course, you might end up meeting someone out of this, or this could open up a new romantic cycle for you. Like, we have so much abundance in these cards, right? The pentacles that we do have, which I think mean that you guys could focus your energy on other things as well that aren't just purely work and money and long-term things, right? That the pentacles represent usually. So things like relationships, perhaps, meeting people. Yeah, like depending on what your question is and what this thing is, that, because I do think that it's a sort of experience or a new kind of project or adventure that you guys are considering taking on. And it is very fluid. Like, there isn't, you don't have to sign up for it in a black and white way. This can take its time to develop and for you to cultivate. This seems like something that's probably more long-term, or that will have long-term effects on you for good. I think for good, though, because again, like the Nine of Pentacles here, hey. But yeah, you guys have some time to make this decision. This decision. So I wouldn't rush things, and I think it will help you heal as well. Okay, let's get you guys some more cards. Pile 3. Alright, we have Celebrate Life. Make your life a celebration. At the bottom of the deck, we have Get Out of Your Cocoon, Free Will. Let's get one more card. Ooh, and we have Life's Purpose. Seek your own deeper vision for life. So, I think whatever this is could be something that makes you really happy. Yeah, I think it's not just limited to your finances. Like, this would earn you more money, but I think for your health, your mental health, that is, it will help you. It will help you be more happy. We have this Celebrate Life card. Get out of your cocoon. This could involve forming new relationships, meeting people, helping you put yourself out there, being more confident in your expression, and wanting to collaborate with others and share different ideas. This is ultimately an opportunity for growth, guys. So that's why I think this is a strong yes, because there isn't really any harm in it. I don't think you guys would lose anything from this. I mean, yeah, I don't think you would, because this isn't the type of thing. Well, I mean, maybe it is, depending on your situation. This is a general reading. But I think for most of you, you wouldn't lose anything from saying yes to this. And if anything, it will just help you with your purpose and maybe getting to know yourself better, developing deep connections with people. This is a huge opportunity for you guys to grow and expand, especially spiritually. Yeah. Because there is also emotional abundance, you know, when we have a lot of these cards as well. Like what I was saying earlier with how in the Nine of Pentacles, which is the ending card where you would end up if you said yes to this, is happiness, because we have the sun here in the butterfly. And the butterfly is also a symbol of transformation as well. So I think also that could be what this is getting at. You would transform for the better with this opportunity or decision. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. Pile 3. Okay, we have sacrifice. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Interesting. Okay. Let's get you guys one more card just to see what else. Pile 3. Oh no. It could also be that you would need to sacrifice time and effort for this in a way where you might have to put other commitments on the back burner. But I don't see you guys losing out altogether on other things just because you want to focus on this potentially. It would just be that you might need to put other things on hold. Ooh, we have Lemuria returns. Earthly spirituality, community, ocean conservation. Yeah, this is exactly the card to come out for you guys because it says community. And as I also mentioned, there seems to be a theme of relationships and you guys developing new connections out of this decision or opportunity, as well as you guys expanding your spirituality. This seems like a new project or something that you could create, as we see here with the baby. Something that could be good for you in the long term. I think this really could help you with healing, with happiness, and of course abundance in your life. So overall, for you guys, I would say this pile is a definite yes, but also if you say no, there won't be any consequences for that. You'll just be in the same position you are now, which, looking at the Eight of Pentacles, wow, I just dropped these cards. Doesn't seem like a bad place either. I think you guys, where you're at right now, is in a very steady, solid position, right? And if anything, this would just get you out of your comfort zone, you know? So yeah, it's just really about whether or not you want to do that right at this time. But the cards are saying that this looks like a really good opportunity for growth, spiritual expansion, increased prosperity, both emotional and material, and a chance for you guys to create something new and develop relationships with others as well. So yeah, I will leave this pile here for now. I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Good luck with this, and I will see you guys later. Hey, pile 4, welcome to your reading for all of you who chose this blue sapphire crystal. I am curious to see what the answer is. Alright, we have the Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Three of Wands. Okay. My intuition is telling me that this is a no for you guys. And I am kind of confused why, because when I look at these cards, all of these cards are very positive and usually indicate a green light for you guys to go ahead. Here's what I think it is. I have a feeling like this decision might end up being a waste of time. Like if you say yes to this, it could end up wasting time, or you might end up back where you started, because the Wheel of Fortune, it is like a clock in a way. It does deal with time, change, and we have the Hanged Man, so this could end up, you know, turning things upside down and then just making you have to restart with the Three of Wands and kind of regroup and plan out where to go from there. I think that's what these cards are getting at, because usually the Wheel of Fortune would indicate, well, I mean, this is a very prosperous card, and either way, I mean, if you say yes or no to this decision, I don't think it's really going to harm you. It might just hinder your progress, if you know what I mean, or kind of stall things along your path. Not in a bad way necessarily, because we all, you know, we never lose, we learn, right? So yeah, the King of Cups is a slower energy, and then same thing with the Hanged Man, right? This is actually associated with Pisces, and this is a card of, you know, feeling stuck or hung up on something. So yeah, I mean, this decision, it could end up putting you in that position, but I don't see you guys losing out on any kind of like money or resources, maybe just time. So yeah, this decision, it might not be the smartest in the long term, but this could be interesting to see, like, if this deals with you guys wanting to explore a specific path just to see, or a specific option. I mean, there's no harm in that, and you guys can totally do what feels best to you. But I think it will eventually put you in a Hanged Man spot where you're like, okay, what do I do next? Where do I go from here? How do I untie myself and either move on or make sense of this? Okay, so this could end up ultimately putting you in a confusing position if you do say yes to this. I know it does seem really promising though with the Wheel of Fortune. This is kind of like that green light card and a confirmation of luck and prosperity, fortune, right? And that's why this is a confusing reading, I think, because we have that card, but I think it's a no. And it could be that you guys, you know, don't lose anything from making this decision and saying yes to it. You could make some short-term money or short-term friends, or I don't know, like it could seem like you're gaining something in the short term, but in the long term, I do see this Hanged Man energy eventually getting the better of you, right? Which could just slow you down. Like, there isn't any harm in this decision, but I think it's better to sort of err on the side of reliability. So if this is something that just seems exciting to you and that you should go for just because of that rush or because of that, the feeling, you know, with the King of Cups, if this is a relationship or if it's a, I don't know, some kind of hobby, right, that you guys are temporarily very curious about, then definitely go for it. It's kind of funny because I think this is more of a lighthearted thing, or it could be an emotional experience or spiritual experience that you guys are wondering about. This is something that you guys are curious though. And yeah, I mean, either way, you will learn something from it. But I think what these cards are suggesting is that it could slow you down or end up making you guys feel stuck in some way. Okay, let's get you guys some more cards. Is there any advice that we have for pile 4? Okay, nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, that's kind of more wishy-washy energy. More Pisces energy, which is kind of undecisive. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it though, because you guys, it's the type of energy that you can get lost in and that you can escape into. It can be distracting, right? But I think in your guys' case, what you need is clarity. And, you know, you chose the sapphire crystal, which is associated with faith, spirituality, communication, like direct action, right? So I think this is, I think what you guys need is to keep focused on your goal and what you really, what it is that you are trying, where you guys are trying to go. I cannot talk. Your guys' throat chakra, that is definitely an area that you guys should need to spend more time on. So we have new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. Yeah, I think whatever decision you guys end up going for, like, you're not gonna lose anything. I mean, maybe just time, but not money, because Taurus is all about like material resources and abundance, right? So I think either way, but especially, I mean, if this is a no for you guys, I think you'll just be better off in where you're at. Like, you won't be tired, you won't end up feeling confused in the long run. See this Wheel of Fortune more so as a starting point, so where you're starting at, and then you can spin it wherever, right? But I do kind of have the feeling like if you make the decision to say yes to this, then you'll have to restart or end up having to reevaluate your direction. Okay, so yeah. So let's get you guys a few more oracle cards. Is there any other messages about what decision? Okay, deal with the unexpected, treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. I think that came out for the other pile too. Oh, I remember. That came out for pile 2, who was also a very indecisive pile. Let's pull you guys a few more. Okay, simple pleasures. Look for beauty that is all around you. And balanced life. Love seeks your well-being. Okay. I also feel like this is the type of decision, because of the nothing is yet set in stone, where you could kind of dabble in it. It's not black and white. That's the thing with the Pisces energy from the Hanged Man, right? And the mutable moon that it's getting at. I think this is the kind of decision where you don't have to actually make it. You could just kind of do what you want when you want, if it suits the situation. You know, you could take this more as a day-by-day situational decision rather than just a straight shot action or, you know, just decision to commit to something. You don't have to do that. You could just literally take this a day by day at a time and choose to dabble in it, you know, sort of. If this is like a hobby or, I don't know, some kind of experience, emotional experience or relationship, and kind of see where it goes. either way, as long as you guys have a healthy balance, you're good to go, because you can still hold on to that direction and that focus while still having fun, you know, and experiencing that excitement that you guys think will come with this decision, you know, or whatever this opportunity is. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to actually make a decision. I think you can just choose depending on individual situations and take it day by day. Okay, let's pull you guys just a few more cards. Pile 4. Is it a yes or a no? Ooh, okay. At the bottom we have Soul Cage, Rescue, Escape from Captivity, Restriction. These cards are Vulnerability, Open Your Heart, Allow Yourself to be Tender, and Yamaya, Grandmother Ocean, Primordial. Why do I feel, though, like this decision involves some kind of spiritual experience, or you guys, or even emotional experience, especially if this has to do with some kind of relationship? You know, if you guys are thinking about asking someone out or pursuing some kind of emotional connection, right? I get the feeling like that is a huge part of this decision and why it seems really exciting. But also, again, that's probably why there isn't that much, if any, harm in saying yes to it, even though, you know, it might end up slowing you down or make you more confused about what you want or your direction. Either way, it seems like a pretty safe bet that you won't really lose anything, if anything, just, you know, time and maybe energy in this. And the Yamaya, like, you might have to go back to the beginning, right? There's this need with this card to go back to your roots, the beginnings, to find that starting point. As I mentioned earlier, like that's where you might end up by saying yes to this, just right back at the beginning and having to restart. But again, there isn't really any harm in saying yes to it and going down this path for now. As it said, nothing is yet set in stone, right? So you can totally make this decision and it won't really affect, or I don't think it will affect, any long-term plans that you have. As I keep saying, it just might slow you down a bit, but there isn't that much harm in it. So yeah, that's really up to you guys, but overall I would say this pile, it's probably a no for now. I mean, you could give it some time. You don't have to make a definite black and white decision. You could dabble in it if you want, if this is sort of like a relationship or an experience, a hobby that you're thinking about or that you're curious about exploring. But yeah, just keep in mind, it might not be something that you want to continue for the long term or later on down the future, and that might make you have to reset and, you know, rethink some things. So yeah, I think it's a no. I will leave this pile here for now. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it was helpful. If you did like it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Good luck with your decision, and I will see you guys later.